Hello, the House of Tarot YouTube followers. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing a blind reading about any love topic or just anything of your current situation and see what comes out. If you like to stick with me during the card choosing process, we're about to begin. If you like to skip right to the reading, go ahead and see the time stamp down below and skip right to the reading. If you'd like to see at least the first card of where we're headed before you stick around too long, and take these. I will reveal them before we select cards. We're working with leadership and forgiveness. Okay, we're going to get started with the card choosing process. If you like to skip this, go ahead and do so now. If you'd like to stay around based on the first two cards where the reading could be headed, this is usually my starter cards. We're going to pick some from our tarot. Yep. Break it in half. Gonna break it in half one more time. Going to take some of our tea leaves, anything the universe, your guides. Gonna take 6 of these. Whoop. Okay, we have some very jumpy cards. Seeing this one. Okay, I'm gonna take one from this deck. This will be our final card. I'm gonna take this one. You know what? 2 stuck together, so maybe there's more to explain. And last, we're gonna take one from our little message deck. Just something to close off the reading with. Seeing this one. So if you stayed with me during the card choosing process, you saw how I did that. If you're just joining back, we're about to get started with the reading. We have leadership as the first 2 cards and forgiveness. Let's see what kind of situation we're going towards. I'm getting the message. This is for the listener that was possibly in a relationship where somebody was very dominant over them. They probably took their dominance a little too far, possibly took their power a little too far. My listener, you probably felt very overwhelmed, kind of walking on eggshells. I see, like you couldn't be yourself anymore because this very dominant energy over you. And it wasn't so leadership-like. It was more like this person wanted a lot of control over you. I feel they are now asking for forgiveness. I have caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Perhaps you stood up for yourself. Rainbow. The most difficult part of the situation is over. Hammock. Taking vacation physically or mentally. Did you guys take a break? A ladder. Climbing towards success. You know, these are going pretty well. A bat. Take care. Enemies are working against you. And the last one, dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. I'm getting 2 messages already. I'm getting the message that you possibly did kind of call this person out and they really reflected. They wanted forgiveness. I think they do want your forgiveness. They do want to change. I feel you're possibly venting to the wrong people, the wrong person, somebody that was kind of not there for your best interest. I feel like they kind of were excited that you were kind of going through something because you're kind of the person that possibly shows or has it all, shows others what they could have because they don't have it. But you do have some very good people on your side with a distant friend. This is probably somebody you don't talk to too often, but they're a very good person. I definitely have friends like this, or I can name them right away, that they just have my back and I hardly ever see them, to be honest. I don't get to see them as often as I like, but when I meet them, they're always there. And there's definitely this person for you, this feeling of they're always going to be there for you and you can count on them. You're probably counting on somebody that was physically closer to you or quickly to get a hold of. They didn't have much going for them and they really were excited that you were going through this. That's besides the point. That's on a friendship level, but back to the reading of your current situation. I see with the forgiveness and giving this person another chance, it does look promising. It does look like you guys kind of needed excuse me, you guys kind of needed you to call them out, ruffle the feathers, and kind of just end this. And this type of toxicity, the leadership, I'm not getting it was like so cozy like this cup. I'm getting that it was kind of like, the word I'm getting is barbaric, but it wasn't barbaric. It was probably something like they wanted you to work out a certain way. I see like a really tough workout. I see just like really tough demands on you, and you're just much more delicate than what they were kind of pushing on you. So they really took your leadership too far, and possibly your love towards them too far. But I see with you forgiving them, they definitely got the message, my listener. I see that you possibly took a break from them. Maybe you had some girls' nights, girls' time. This is possibly even, like it says, physically or mentally. You just kind of took some sort of break from them. Whether you went out of town, possibly with your family. I see like a girls' trip. I also see like a mom involved for some of you, like just mother-daughter days. And your mom really knows you best. She probably saw something she didn't like in this relationship, but she also wasn't the kind to kind of push you towards anything. She's the mom, or somebody like a mom figure. I see that they kind of gave you the opportunity to realize it on your own. For the first row, I have the Fool. The Fool is in the placement of your recent past, so maybe you were a little bit of a fool for this person. You were a little bit blind. It's not that you are a fool. It's that just certain people can blind us. Certain situations can blind us. We can kind of get into the groove of something that we think is what we want or what is good for us, but it definitely takes us off guard when we wake up and we realize. I feel you're very much in a flow for yourself at the moment. You're very much advocating for yourself and putting yourself first, and kind of like up high. I see you put yourself as the prize. I don't like to use that phrase loosely, but I see you put yourself as the prize and kind of like make sure this person fills your cup before they even think they're going to come into your life. With forgiveness, I see they really do desire your forgiveness. They are willing to pour into this cup. They are willing to make these changes. They're willing to get, their group that they can not manhandle, but they're kind of too aggressive with you, possibly, my listener. Not in a physical way. I see like a workout being too aggressive for some reason. I see that you guys would hang out on their terms. Like they probably pushed you a lot to like wake up early, to do things that just really weren't for you. And not everybody can do those things. Some of us peak better at night. Some of us peak at a certain hour. Some of us peak, when we've had food in our stomach and it's been digested. Like we don't all peak at the same hour, rigid 5:30 in the morning type of whatever they were pushing you, either to work out, just something that was more on their level. I see it was a very masculine thing they're kind of trying to push you towards. We have the Star for the near future, and this is everything obviously working out. This is being illuminated. This is seeing something that you didn't see before, but now it's working out for you. Now you get to pour into yourself, and you get others to pour into you as well, where you have access to kind of be more of who you are and radiate. Like you get to like show off in a way, or show the new you, that it just fills others' cups just by seeing you. I see that you're an example, and you get to show and fill others by seeing you. Let's get to our second row. We have Ace of Cups, more pouring energy, more pouring into yourself energy. We have the Four of Cups. So we have a lot of cup energy. This is about emotions. And the Seven of Pentacles. For the you, I feel that you're a person that's very much always in your glow up. You're a very good looking person, very refined person, and things pour out of you. Things not just pour out of you, things are easily come to you. Like when you set your sights on something, it comes easy to you. You do have to work hard, but not as hard as some people. I feel like you're just very, not just the word lucky, but you kind of get what you want in life. Like you're a good manifester. You're a good, like the work that you takes towards something, you can kind of pull it off by having fun. You make it look fun. I see this relationship was kind of tearing you down or wearing you down, and they're kind of always handing you something like a little bit of hope. but at some point it just really exhausted you. It really just tired you out, and that was it for you. With the Seven of Pentacles, I see it was a big challenge to kind of tell this person no, or no more. It was hard. It did hurt you, but ultimately I felt like you knew that you had to do this for yourself, and whether they wanted to stick around or not was up to them, but you were going to be fine either way, because you're just that kind of person that's always going to be doing well either way. It's like an overflow of energy that you have, radiance, beauty, abundance. You get what you want. I don't want to say fairly easily, but fairly easily, where you can make things a lot more fun than they might be for the average person. For our outcome cards, we have the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups. So this is a lot of cup energy. This is a very emotional reading. I see a lot of change is coming. Changes had to happen with the Five of Cups. And this change energy is really what you guys needed for, greener pastures, just a beautiful view of your future. This change is definitely something that was required emotionally from both of you, even for yourself, to stick up for yourself, that you know that you have this inside of you, that you don't have to really put up with much. Like, you kind of still get the relationship you want with the person you want. This is definitely something that's going to stick around. And the perseverance that this is going to continue. This relationship gets to move on. It gets to continue. It's definitely salvaged. It's by you speaking up, just kind of letting this person know it's not for their meanness. It was just for like a lack of knowledge, kind of like just an ignorance that they possessed. So this was definitely a good overall outcome reading and a good overall reading. I'm so happy that if this resonated for you, that you stuck up for yourself, that you got to be this caterpillar, and then you get to flourish into the beautiful butterfly that you are, just by the Ace of Cups. You know you're this person, and everything you touch is gold. You have the Midas touch with everything, and even in your relationship, you get to have that relationship as well, and you get to have this person still. They just possibly didn't know any better, so it's good that you're teaching them how it is to love you, how you receive love, how you feel love. And for our final card, we have Success. Bloom wherever you are planted. With success, obviously, this is going to be a very successful relationship. There's great communication just by you sticking up for yourself, just by you even communicating. Like, that doesn't work for me. I don't wake up that early. No, I cannot do that. Or I see even nails. I see you have like a manicure and they want you to do something that kind of jeopardizes the manicure you just got, that made you feel really good. It's not about being so superficial. It just made you feel good. And that's what we're here to do, is to feel good, to have fun. And I definitely see that what you've already accomplished is going to be successful just by speaking up. So with that, my dear listener, take what resonates, leave the rest. If this reading resonated for you in any way, I'd sure like to hear from you down below in the comment section, or likes, or anything you want to reach out about. I'm also on Instagram, and I offer individual readings at thehouseoftarot.etsy.com. At the moment, I am running a free 5-question yes/no question pendulum sale. So if you like to hop on there, you just have to pay Etsy fees. It's like 50 cents or so. And I'm glad to hear from you. My pendulum readings are pretty accurate. I use them for myself. So far, everything has really manifested or happened the way it says. But with that, I leave you, my dear listener, and take care. Bye-bye.